Guild. When I stood before you some 12 months ago, coming up, I said that moving the Guild forward would define my time as Honorary President. And I think the National Report has already highlighted ways that things are moving forward, but I just want to spend a few moments with my own reflections. And a number of us here and online are in leadership positions in our parishes. In a lot of cases, we lead teams of young people. We train them, we support them, we encourage them. And it's true to say we have a mission to support and foster formation and vocation, whether it be the usual tracks of priesthood, religious life, diaconate, but also the married life, the single state. Even just the vocation of serving in itself. We have a real part to play in forming tomorrow's catechists, teachers, servers, MCs. We have many members that have given exceptional years of service, which are all listed in the annual report, and it's wonderful we have Andrew with us today, which I'll talk about Andrew later on in the meeting. It's an inspiration to us all, these 50, 60, 70 years. Truly what I think is a vocational journey. Now, over the last 12 months, we've been meeting with a representative from Maryvale, which is based in Birmingham, about an accredited certificate for servers. And we're meeting myself and Anthony, who is on the line a minute ago. Anthony chairs the Moving the Guild Forward, who will speak to us before, and I hope I'm not stealing some of your thunder, Anthony, here in my report. But we're meeting with them early in 23 to put flesh on the bones of what this certificate's got to look and feel like, and get quite a solid framework we can present to Central Council. But I just want to give you an idea where we're at with this, because this certificate is a vehicle for people to develop their faith and understanding. It's not about 12 months of ensuring we know all the rubrics off by heart, perfecting the model ways of serving, postures and routines. Yes, very important, don't get me wrong. We need to know what we're doing, how to behave, how to be dignified. But our altar serving ministry must transform us. Transform those in our care. It must nourish us. It must deepen our relationship with Jesus. And if it doesn't, we need to ask why. It's about being present in the liturgy because of this personal relationship with the Lord. Quite simply, fundamentally, that's what this is about. And it's hoped that this certificate, which is going to be very interactive, we hope, and it will focus on spirituality of service, what's prayer, what's discipleship, what's vocation. But we just hope that it will, as I say, transform. Your faith becomes life-giving, not just something we do. That's all I'm going to say, Mary, because I've got a feeling Anthony's going to mention bits and bobs about it, but it is work in progress, folks. And we've had quite a tough year because Maryvale in its original form is no longer, and it now comes under St Mary's University, and things have been thrashed out and agreed of who's responsible for this, that and the other, and we've sort of come in at that moment, so that's why things have been slower than we'd hoped. Dear members, we're part of something truly bigger, okay? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you keep hearing about this, but I don't know if those of you who are online, all I can say is wow, what the last 12 months have been like. You know, we're seeing posts every day, every Sunday. Our communications officer, Paul Woodhouse in Blackpool, will put a strapline on from the gospel. It's then shared, that strapline is then integrated into what serving and service is like. We've seen them, they're absolutely fantastic. But Facebook is telling us, from the people on it, that they're finding it invigorating. It's very, very good. It's given them a moment of reflection. And I was with the Brentwood Diocese recently at their social, and people were just full of joy about what's happening on social media and all the young people it's reaching. Also, people are sharing their events, their presentations, and as you'll see at the back, there are some pictures of varying things going on around the country. And it's not just about serving masses and getting medals, it's also service pilgrimages, going for days out and spending time together on their faith journey. So please do take a moment afterwards to have a look. On the website, we've got Holy Week plans, and we received a verbal commendation from Archbishop John Wilson of Southwark about those Holy Week plans and how useful they've been. Recruitment materials. I don't know if you've gone on and had a look at the downloads tab. Recruitment materials, simple mass plans to help those who maybe are not as experienced to have some form of structure to work against. Sacristy prayers, posters of quotes that the popes have said referring to altar service. And all this is meaning that the website is, yes, a go-to place for your medals and events, but it's also got some relevance. Something that actually makes our lives easier in parish life. All moving forward. But dear members, on your behalf, I'd like to take this opportunity to publicly acknowledge the great team of volunteers who give up their time to serve on the council, who serve on various committees and groups. They know who they are. And I want to extend myself a sincere word of thanks to each and every one of you for your commitment, your generosity, and your support as we journey together. Keeping the regular workings of the Guild going, the collection of post, the many packing sessions of Guild goods, the journeys to events across different dioceses, to team meetings. Yes, we meet every second Tuesday of the month online and in person for the Central Council, but we also meet in person also. But it's the Thursday nights, it's the Friday mornings, it's the Sunday nights, the phone calls, the WhatsApp messages. Always engaged, always focused on the work to move the Guild forward. And I really do mean that to each and every one of you on the council for all your support and generosity. So, looking ahead, with work already in progress, the Archconfraternity this year is now a member of SIMFED, which is the Catholic Youth Ministry Federation. We are sitting around the table with other stakeholders in the youth ministry world who work to develop a shared national vision for youth ministry. And it's acknowledged that the whole church needs to work together to minister effectively to young people, the whole church. And the Archconfraternity is one part that makes up that jigsaw. We are sitting around the table with 50 other members. The Federation is recognised by Bishops' Conference and is a member of the Department for Catechesis and Evangelisation. So, and we're going to be having an AGM meeting at the end of November, which I'll attend on your behalf and share back what discussions and thoughts and reflections came from that. We'll be attending Flame in 2023 at the OVO Arena in Wembley, the largest Catholic gathering of young people in England and Wales. It's more about building our profile, because I've got this thing in my mind. I'd love somehow to find out, of those 10,000 young people, how many are members of the Guild? How many have served in parishes? That's where their faith journey started. And here we are, because those events, I know from experience working in the youth service in my diocese, they're so full of faith. It's palpable, you can feel it. And I would just love to just find that out at Wembley. It'd be absolutely fantastic to know. But yeah, we're there. We're not doing anything massive, okay? We're just going to have a little stall, a couple of banners, and we're going to talk to people. We're there in their moment on their faith journey, and recognisable brand of the medal. So we'll feed that back and see what comes of it. The theme for Wembley is Rise Up. Rise up after the pandemic. Rise up as young Catholics. Rise up as Mary did for the surprising and beautiful adventure which is our Catholic faith. Yes, rise up is the call and sign of the times. Rise up is the call to each and every one of us as members of the Guild. We have a place and a part in this beautiful adventure in the lives of our young people. And that leads me on wonderfully to introduce our guest speaker. Canon P.J. Smith from Portsmouth, who very kindly celebrated Mass for us today. He's our Portsmouth Diocesan Director for the Guild, now Episcopal Vicar for Educational Formation in the Diocese, and also Chair of SIMFED. So, Father, it's a privilege to have you with us, and I invite you to rise up and come and speak to us, and can we give him a lovely Guild welcome?